Good morning. Oh my gosh. It's April 1st. I'm flying on my airline's very first plane ever. I just got on board the aircraft. The name of it is Bluebird. I got a little drink from Starbucks. Warmer weather is coming. We end up in West Palm Beach, but for right now, I have got to get ready to operate a flight to Orlando and back. We are full, but I'm going to get my aircraft and my galley and everything ready for us to board. It is 5:40 in the morning. Brand new month, brand new day, first plane ever. I feel like it's a good omen to start my my adventure with sharing my story as a flight attendant. I'm on Bluebird. I'm so excited.
What's behind?
I have made it to my layover in West Palm Beach. Look at the palm trees. I have changed. The sun is setting. We've got to go outside right now. I have an Uber waiting for me. It's literally here. All right, I gotta go. I am in downtown West Palm, almost 80 degrees, in shorts. Good vibe. I operated 3 flights today. About, 9 hours, 8 hours in the sky. My ankle's kind of swelling up. I was in a car accident a few years ago. One of the things I need to do after I fly, I wasn't even as hungry as I needed to walk. I just need to go on a nice long walk. So I'm just walking along West Palm. And this happens on so many layovers. I'll just go for a walk because I know that a walk is exactly what I need. So let's keep doing it. I've never been to this part of downtown West Palm. It's quite a long strip. It's kind of cool. Sometimes I even go for a run, but when I've worked this much and haven't eaten as much, I kind of worry about just going straight for a run after all that flying. I'm at the Brightline station in West Palm. Do a quick little Publix haul. A maple honey turkey sandwich. I know Publix sandwiches are like a big deal, so I always feel special that I get to have them when I'm in Florida. But I got maple honey turkey, provolone cheese, lettuce, peppers, green pepper, black pepper, as in salt and pepper, on a white roll or, the foot-long thing. And he split it, so I get to have half of this with chipotle mayo and guacamole. So I get to have half of this for tonight and then half for tomorrow. Suja, immunity. I want to make my fruit bowls on this trip, so I did get some pomegranate seeds. And then I also got some blueberries. I do have some blackberries from home in Utah, where I live now. I'm so over Utah. When I walked on the plane this morning, I was so anxious over Utah. My rent is so expensive. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not gonna lie to you. After I calmed down on my 3rd flight of the day, this lady on the plane, don't you love how their little thing is so artsy? It's like you're getting something homemade and good. And it's not a burger either. I'm so happy I opted for this over the burger. She basically comes up to me and she says, I left my Mac and my iPad at TSA. And I'm thinking she told someone already at the gate and she just had another question. She's like, I literally just realized we're in the sky. We were not on the ground. We were not about to take off. We were fully in the sky. And she realized she left both her Mac, her laptop, expensive laptop, and this is so good I can't even pretend I'm not gonna stuff my face right now. This sandwich is to live for. They also toasted it. So good. Lettuce, onions, cucumbers, everything. And she said the reason why I left it is because my dad just passed. She was in New York for his funeral. And my mom, I'm trying to help her keep it together, and I'm with her, and I'm trying to make sure she has everything, and then I forget the things that I need. Me and another crew member kind of helping her through using our Fly-Fi. We're so lucky at my airline that we have Wi-Fi in the sky. She was able to at least fill out her TSA form. So important. So needed in that moment to at least get the ball rolling. She was falling apart. Like I was like, do you need a hug? And she's like, yes. And I gave her a hug. And it's one of those moments. This is not what they teach you in initial in-flight training, right? When you're training to be a flight attendant, no one is telling you about these kinds of moments. But these are the moments that make the job so special, because you get to be there for someone in a time of need. But also they're the moments that really are the essence of the role, especially at my airline. Aside from safety, she had come back to the back. She was like, oh my God, I need a ginger ale. Like, she looked like she was gonna pass out. I was like, I was getting ready to like have a medical. Thankfully, she did not. We talked about how everything was happening for her all at once. All of these really, really heavy things that are hard to deal with were happening like all at once for her. And she said, you know, I feel so stupid. She was like, I feel so stupid. How could I do that? Like, it was such a human moment. And I was like, you know, I play this deck of cards. It's called We're Not Really Strangers. It's a self-love edition of the deck that I play and I bring along my flights. And I said there's this card in there that says reminder. It's not a game, not a question, not anything, not a challenge. It's just reminder. It's like one of the wild cards. And the card says, rather than say, that's so stupid of me, say, that's so human of me. Isn't this human? I'm like sharing an emotional story, but I'm also like going in on my sandwich. She teared up. Her eyes started watering and she's like, I'm never gonna forget that. Never gonna forget that. And so many times we're so hard on ourselves when really all we need in that moment is to be recognized and to be seen as like a human who was dealing with grief and dealing with loss and dealing with travel and dealing with TSA regulations and rules all at the same time, in addition to all the other stuff that was negative and hard and heavy going on in her life. And in the heat of the moment, in the heat of it all, she left her iPad. I think it's a moment to recognize our humanity and to be like, wow, there was so much happening. Like, no reason to be mad at my, like, of course, try to get your iPad. Like, that's expensive stuff. It has all your information on it, right? But I think to beat yourself up is so horrible. And the more we can all, I think, be better to ourselves, the better we can make our world. And I think my airline, our mission is to inspire humanity. That's how we inspire humanity, is by recognizing it, embracing it, seeing each other, and being honest for what it is. I wrote her a card at the end, and I actually had the self-love deck in my bag, and I said, I'm going to give her that card so she really never forgets it. And I taped the little card that says reminder, replace that's so stupid of me with that's so human of me, and I taped it to the card that I wrote her. And she actually gave me her business card and her number and everything, and we'll be in touch, I'm sure. I really hope she gets everything back. It's 8:36. It's 8:36. I haven't slept in like at least over a day. And I have to be downstairs at the van at 4:45 a.m. in order to be on the aircraft at 5:10, or at the gate at 5:10. That's my showtime. Crazy. This is West Palm. You've got a Porsche, BMW, Mercedes-Benz. Oh gosh. It's raining. It's raining. Oh my gosh, it's raining. But I actually really love this layover. This is my second time doing it. And even on no sleep, it's kind of has like a like an Austin, Florida vibe in a weird way, like a Vegas. Back in the hotel room, I just cranked up the heat because it was like 70 in here and I'm freezing. This is exactly what I wanted. It's caramel, it's brownie, it's fudgy, it's warm. I could do without the Oreo chunks. At the current moment, as in today, April 1st, 2023, upset doesn't even begin to describe it. I am fuming. I am sad, I'm depressed, I am hurt, I'm mad, peed off that I moved to Utah. It just doesn't feel right. I feel like I should have moved to Austin or Los Angeles, and by Austin or Los Angeles, I feel I should have moved to LA for career, for growth, for life, for everything. I love LA. I'm so LA. When I work Los Angeles flights, the crowd loves me. I just spoke with someone who, upon meeting me, was like, "No, you are so LA." Like, when you were on that flight, working an LA flight, they were probably like, "Oh my God, he's one of us," which is hilarious. But it's true. I just have that West Coast vibe, but I don't have that West Utah vibe. Like, and I just don't want Utah to drain me. I just feel, I'm not even kidding, when I'm there, it's like college. I don't know how I didn't figure this out before I moved there and stop myself from moving there. My rent is going up, and I know I'll be okay because I've always been okay, and that's all I have proof of is that I'm always okay. So I know I'll be okay. I know it'll work out. But it's the fear of dauntingness of having to make it happen. Basically, within 2 months, I have to figure out a new source of income or grow my income sources. The weather has to improve. It was snowing yesterday, and I think right now, Utah, Salt Lake is under a winter weather advisory. It's spring, it's April 1st. They're continuing to be in these advisories and this snow and everything, and I just don't like the way Utah really looks. I mean, of course, when you go further out from Salt Lake and you're in the mountains, that's beautiful, but I don't have a car to really go and experience that. So it's more like I'm just in a place I don't like, which is so weird. I really thought I wanted to move there. I don't know what I did. I don't understand what happened. It's funny. I feel stupid. Does that ring a bell? I feel so human right now. I do. Isn't that what we humans do? We get ideas, we see things, we're like, ooh, that looks cool, I'm gonna do that. And then it's nothing like what we thought, or it's way harder to make all those pieces of that reality come true for you than you thought. It's really weighing on me right now. I think because the past few days that I was in Utah, y'all, I was depressed. I couldn't even realize it because I'm a functioning, like, even with anxiety, I'm high functioning always. So I was functioning, but it was debilitating in terms of work I needed to get done. Like, I couldn't really get out of bed, but at the same time, I was getting things done. Like, if it were not for this job, oh my God. I can't believe I live in Utah. What have I done? So I wanted to go back downstairs and like journal on all that. But at the same time, I want to go to bed. Good morning! I missed the van. But I was still on time. That's all that matters here at my airline. We have to be on time for our flights, especially since this is a fleet launch. It means it's the plane's first flight of the day, so this flight sets the tone for the rest of the flights this plane has to operate today. It's like 5 a.m. We're gonna have a great day. 3 flights, let's go. Guys, I'm wearing the same shirt. I feel bad, but I'm just going downstairs to get dinner, so it's okay. Pretty Boston. What a pretty sunrise. It was stretching all along there and I missed most of it because I was on the phone with my grandma. Look at Boston. Oh, I wish you could see it in person. It's so pretty. We almost got a surprise layover in Charleston. The weather was perfect. Everything was amazing. And not okay, whenever there's a situation with with a delay where we don't know if we're going to end up going, I always, in my heart of hearts, I always want our customers to get where they're going, right? I never am saying, like, I always say, like, of course I may want to stay where we are. Like when you land in Charleston, you feel that beautiful southern low charm weather, the good vibes on the flight, like all that, the southern charm. And then you have to go back to Boston where you need a coat. And you live in Utah, of course you're going to want to stay in South Carolina, right? Especially this time of year, it is just beautiful. But I always, in my heart of heart, want our customers to get where they're going. To go for a run, but because we had that long sit in Charleston, that unplanned sit that I did not really pack for, or, you know, I didn't plan for it. I didn't get food in the airport because we were always like, are we going to go? Are we not going? Like, what was going on? And I wanted to go for a run, but I don't feel like I'm even fit enough, like mentally, emotionally, physically, to go for a run right now. 3 flights again in one day. I don't know how I'm not as tired as I really should be. I only got a few hours of sleep last night. Really badly want to go to the airport early this morning because I want Dunkin' Donuts. I know that with our van time, it's just not going to be enough. 5:40 is the van time. And 6 o'clock is the time we need to be at the gate. Mornings like this are so hard, which is why I try not to do these trips. And by that I just mean I try to do trips with long layovers. Because that way I know I'll have time to pack, get ready, get food. OMG, I just made it to my layover hotel in Boston. We worked, I didn't even get a chance to show you guys, we worked Boston to Raleigh, Durham, the Triangle, if you know that area. That's what's cool about being a flight attendant. You start to pick up on all the little things, the nuances that make a place a place. I'm checking right now for, I don't even say what I'm looking for, but because I don't even want to think about it. But yeah, I have to go outside. The plan that I had for this layover, the store, I wanted to, if you don't know, in addition to flying, I do journalism. I did not know that this store closes on Mondays, and it's a Monday. So I can't go to this store and talk to them. I thought it'd be really cool to like interview them and see, because there's this brand new music store in Boston. I kind of wanted to check it out. But we are going to go to North End. All right, I'm going to change. It's 50 degrees, but it's sunny. It's nice in Boston. Let's go. Go get food in North End. North End. Ginger ale from the hotel. I was craving one. I swear it was a 30-minute ginger ale ordeal. I would have rather pay the $5 whatever in the beginning because we get a discount. But the guy was like, oh, if you go to the gift shop, it'll be cheaper. It was like 50 cents cheaper. So I went back, like I'd rather the whole glass, the whole ordeal. And then he's charging this other girl because she was in a rush. Meanwhile, she's still at the bar right now. So I waited, and basically, By the time I got to my room, because they stopped my elevator to put, so one of the hotel workers could load people's bags. The time I got to my room, I finished this. It was watery at the bottom. So before I got to my room. So then I went back down and asked for a refill because he told me he would give me a refill. Oh my god. This is from Mike's. This is the mousse cannoli. I understand Boston now that I've been to London. I didn't get it before. Now I understand like New England, literally. I did ask for the powdered sugar on top. Ooh, wait. Ooh, you jelly! You wanna talk about dessert? That's insane.